Alrighty, boys and girls, welcome to another video. So I'm already at work, pulling around. Have to do it slowly because there's a truck here, but we have to load up today. We're going to Stamford, Connecticut. Damn, this is a tight one, but it looks like we're good. So we're gonna pull into the right. Why do they have all these racks outside? I've never seen that. They must be getting rid of them, or so as you can see, it's pretty tight. Gotta pull up as close as we can here. And sometimes you have to make a little 3-point turn to get it lined up. So I'm gonna back up, and then I'm probably gonna turn this off and start filming again once we're leaving, because I don't want to film when I'm in the warehouse. Alright. Honestly, the racks actually make it easier to line up. Alright. We're up against the dock, so yeah, I'll be back once I get all loaded up. I'll see ya. Alright, so I just did our pre-trip inspection. I pulled out of the dock because there was another person waiting, but we are headed out. I got a load in the back. I got some eggs that, you know, I have them all wrapped up, but they're just keeping in mind that's what I got, so I don't want to drive crazy and break any. So we are in North Billerica, Massachusetts, just north of Boston, and we are headed to Stamford, Connecticut, which is like southern Connecticut, right like on the line, like 20 minutes from New York City, maybe a bit further, but so it's about 3 hours one way. Wait for this guy to go. Alright, man. Oh, whoa, bro. I don't know why he wanted me to go. I literally have no space. There's the other truck in front of us. That's Ryan. Driving T1, we're in T2 today. So I'm happy today because whoever had this truck last actually filled up all the way, and the DEF is all the way up. Alright. Which is good, because sometimes they don't do that. Sometimes, and to be fair, I'm guilty of doing that too. But I always try to. The only times I don't is if the pumps are like not working. But on a day like today, like a longer day, like I'll be able to do this whole trip without fueling at all, which is nice. So we don't have to worry about that. All these trucks are coming. It's a very busy place. There's a prison right over to the right. All the people going to Dunks. Got FedEx in front of us. And yeah. We're gonna go Route 3 north to 495 south. Then we're gonna pick up the Mass Pike going west. And then we are gonna go 91. And there's a way station we have to go through. Oh yeah, and then we're picking up 95, and you know, that'll be near the water. But it's a pretty clear day today, so we'll see. See what happens. guess I'll check in with you if something interesting happens. Alrighty, here's the other Walden truck. I don't know if you heard me. I don't know if that other truck thought I was beeping at him. Probably stop and get a coffee at some point. See, the thing is like, if I don't have a reason to stop, I just won't stop. But to be honest, like, if you're driving like a long day, you should take a break. Even if you're not using the full 11 hours, like, stop and eat lunch, you know? Find a reason to stop for a little bit. Because I'm guilty of, if I don't find a reason to stop, just for a little break, then I just don't stop. Like, even if I have to go pee, like, I'll just piss in a cup or in a bottle and just keep going, especially on those longer days. But you gotta take your breaks, because like, I'll notice when I'm driving, it's not that I'll fall asleep, but my brain will become less, like, it'll become way more relaxed, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you're actually falling asleep, it's like your brain is kind of falling asleep. And you're just not thinking as much, you're not as clear-headed. So, the other day we left early, so we left the building, basically right at 6, a little after 6. Now we're leaving at like 8:30, so there's people on the road, which is nice, because hopefully we'll get to see something. Do you have a stick? Maybe not. So this truck, we have 3 trucks, T1, T2, and T4. T2, which is the one we're driving, I noticed has the most power. Maybe, it just seems to hold power well, which is why I enjoy this truck the best. But it's, you know, built the same as the other 2 trucks. Supposed to have the same engine. Alright. Alright, we're going around a sharp turn right now. So we gotta go slow. This is where all the little cars like to ride your ass. But screw them. Actually, no one is around us today. Oh, nope, kidding. Someone just came right up on us. I don't really get that. It's like, if you see someone going slow and you're gonna come right up on them, why would you? Why wouldn't you just slow down earlier? Whatever, not my problem. Something I learned driving trucks is that you're driving a truck. So, all these other people, like, come on. Like, it's not your problem if they want to ride your butt. It's their problem. Because it's like, you can't go any faster. You can't, like, fly around these turns. You got a load in the back. You got a job to do. But I've only been driving in these trucks now for like still under a year. Probably like 5 or 6 months now. So, you know, I'm still getting used to it. I'm still learning. I'm still gaining patience, gaining endurance. Like, oh, a bump like that. I don't have that many eggs. They're not really stacked up, so I know they're fine. But like, look at, I don't know if you can tell, but look at this road. It's crazy. So I might just hop behind this truck, this train of trucks. It's a bit busier today, like I said. But we're going 65, and if I'm going 65, then I'm fine. I'm happy with that. You know, you don't have to fly to get to where you're going. And that's something that I learned. Like when I first started driving, like when I worked for this company, I started driving, doing residential routes, driving the van. I would fly, I'd get everywhere, and I'd get the job done so much faster. And it's like, you can take your time, and like, if you keep a pace, you'll get the job done in like a similar amount of time, as well as you can still keep a pace and have a little more hours to make some more money. But I know a lot of these semi dudes, they get paid by the mile. I get paid by the hour, so there's no reason for me to, you know, fly. I don't really need to. At the same time, if I'm going like really slow, then at some point, like, you gotta get around them, then you gotta do what you gotta do. But for the most part, I try to stay in the speed limit because you don't really need to go any faster. Which, you know, again, something I learned in time is just patience. But yeah, I'll come back if something interesting happens. Another thing I'll mention, which I talked about yesterday, is the reefer unit, which this reefer unit is up top up here. And as you can see, I have it set to 38. Reason for that is because there's eggs in the back. If there was just meat, I would set it to 0, but it's also, you know, still the winter, it's still cold out. So I mean, I'm not as worried as if it was the summer, at like 80 degree days, 90 degree days. That's when you really need this. But I'm always kind of on top of it. But yeah, like over time you kind of learn, like, I mean, whatever company you work for, if they have a reefer unit, some of them might require you, like, okay, this, you know, product needs to be at this temp or whatever. And over time you just kind of know, like, what to put it at. See, like this car in front of me, why doesn't he just hop in the left lane and go around? Like, are they just scared to? They just don't want to? Because if they want to stay in this lane and cruise, that's fine. But it's like, why would you ride that truck's ass? You know what I mean? If you want to stay in this lane, then give them space and then match their speed. Match their speed with some space. Because if you're riding them, then you're just pushing them. You're not like, and at that point you should move over and just go around them. If you're a car like that, like, see, they're just hitting their brakes. To me, that's not smart driving. That's like stupid driving. If you want to pace with someone, then give them some space, like how the space I have between me and the truck. If you want to go the same speed as them, don't go the same speed as them and ride right on top of them. Like, give a little space and then match the speed, you know? Polymer shapes. You always see all like the interesting companies in the box trucks, because those are all the smaller companies where the logistics only have the box trucks. Where all the big companies, like all the big carriers, they're just carriers, you know? Making shipments for different companies. Or they're smaller carriers where they don't even have the name of the company on the truck. Alright, Super Duty, make your lane change. And he's not giving any gas. What, you got a raised pickup truck? By the way, you know, I'm pretty new to the trucking industry. I'm not even driving the semis yet, I'm driving the box trucks. So if I'm wrong about anything, like, feel free to correct me. I'm just saying what I've learned so far and what I've seen and what I've experienced. But I'm a newbie. Hopefully, you know, at some point I want to get my CDL. But yeah. See, we're going like 70 right now. Like I'm perfectly fine with this, you know what I mean? It's a good speed. The dude in front of me is moving. He's driving a day cab, so you can see there's no sleeper on it, which makes maneuverability a lot easier. Excuse me, a lot easier. But yeah, before these box trucks, I was driving the Ram, what are they, like the 1500s? Those courier vans, and they get beat up, but they're good little vans. I mean, I enjoy driving them. See, I believe if you want to drive those type of trucks, I mean, they don't have the hazmat warnings on it, but some of them, if you see the hazmat stickers, you need a hazmat endorsement, which they say there's no reason to get them, like, unless you're like a year or two into driving the semis, which I'm not even driving the semis yet. So these are flatbeds, the dude in front of us and dude to the right of us. Oh, this dude's moving over. You're good, man. I'm not looking to get in front of you. But I mean, hey, if you want to move over. We're going 70 and a 65. Which, honestly, like I said, I'm happy just staying at 65. But, you know. This dude's gonna move over. I'm predicting that. He's coming up on this car. I'll ease up a bit on power because I know he's gonna want to move over. Which, yeah, there he goes. See what I mean? You always get to see things like that coming. And like, that's when you ease up on power. Still keep it up, but alright, boys and girls, as you can see, it says no trucks left lane. So we're not supposed to be in the left lane, which I'm always aware of. Even if there's not a sign that says no trucks in the left lane, I still try to stay in the right lane or the middle lane, unless I really need to get around someone, or if someone slams on their brakes and I don't have time to stop, which again, I'm usually on top of that. Then I'll hop in the left lane so I don't hit them, or the right lane. But that's why you always maintain distance. Like this dude, he's gonna fly up and he's gonna ride this dude's ass. Where it's like, that car is not going any faster, so what's the point? Now they're all gonna clobber on top of each other. And it's like, I get it, like, if that person's not going fast enough, they should just move over. But see, now you get a train of cars. Now he's gonna ride up and he's gonna hit the brakes. Same with this guy. They're all doing the same thing. They're not driving smart. You know what I mean? If that car is not gonna go faster, then match their speed and give a little space. Don't just push them and ride their butt. And I know what they're doing. They're trying to tell the dude, hey, move over, you're not going fast enough. But if the person's just not gonna care, just be clueless about it, then they're not gonna care, you know what I mean? So I don't know what that dude's doing. He just pulled out, but he has the space. So we're kind of just sitting in a line of trucks right now, which we're going like 70, you know what I mean? Like, don't really need to go faster, but all right, I'm gonna turn the camera off, and if I see anything interesting or something happens, then I'll be back. All right, I got a truck coming up on the right, and he thinks he's gonna get, well, I'm gonna let him go in front of me, because where's he going? See what I mean? Where are you going, dude? I'm giving you the space. All right, so if he's not gonna take it, then I'm gonna just not care. But this is what I'm saying, always being aware. I'm thinking that dude's gonna give it gas and just cut out right in front of me, because there's not a lot of space between him and that guy, and there's not a lot of space between me and the truck in front of me. Yeah, I guess that's, you know, that's it. Alright, so that dude moved over. If you see that box truck, he just swerved over to the left. I don't know if it's because he wasn't paying attention, or if wind got him, or like he looks like he's all over the road. I don't know if the dude who was in front of me is getting annoyed. He seems like he's trying to get around him. You know, you always want to keep as much distance from people like that who are just all over the road for whatever reason. You know, if it's because they didn't, you know, balance their load good, well, as the driver, that's kind of on them, that they gotta figure that out. If it's just because they're on their cell phone and they're just, you know, not paying attention, you know, it's a good thing there wasn't a car in that lane, because he easily could have hit them. So I'm probably gonna pull behind this truck, stay behind him. I like this guy. I always try to find a truck I like that's keeping a good speed and just pace with them. Because the second you try to start getting around people, then you get in that mindset, gotta get around this guy, gotta get around the next guy, gotta get around the guy after that. And when you get into that mindset, that'll get you impatient, and you know, you enjoy the ride less, in my opinion. It's the same with driving cars. If you're just trying to get around everyone, then you're just gonna be in that mindset, gotta get around the next guy, gotta get around the next guy, and the next dude could be going like 75, and because you just want to get around him, you'll start hitting 80. And then the next dude will be going 80, and you gotta go 85. So we're chilling right now. This dude is just swerving, you know what I mean? So we'll let this line of trucks go. We're going 65. We'll see if this dude can pull up. I thought about getting into like the hot shot driving, like getting a pickup truck. What's he hauling? He's hauling some industrial machinery. EverSource Energy, that's who he's working for. Or is he? Well, it looks like he's a contractor, an independent. Doing some decent work. See, I'm driving an automatic. I wish I was driving a stick, just because I would have more power to work with, you know? Hitting the hills, popping into a lower gear. And those 18 speeds are cool, because they have like 6, you know, and then you have low to high, but each of those gears has a low to high. So you have 1 low, 1 high, 2 low, 2 high, 3 low, 3 high, 4 low, 4 high, 5 low, 5 high, 6 low, 6 high. Alright, I'm gonna move over. Some of them are like 10 speeds, some of them are 18s. And that's when you really have to be comfortable of knowing exactly what gear it should be in. And I think it'd be fun to drive those trucks. I'm sure this truck right here, I don't know if it's like a Kenworth, I mean, I don't know much about trucks. You can tell it has a sleeper on it. Like, those are what they're driving. They're like race trucks almost. They got some power to work with. But this dude, like, you can tell he's been doing this for a while, which is why he's getting one of these trucks. And he's just taking his time. He knows what he's doing, and I'm passing him like a little newbie. Western Star, that's the type of truck he's got. Which, it's another good company. I've heard that Kenworths and Peterbilts are the best. So now we're gonna move over. We got our friend, the yellow truck in front of us, the yellow flatbed. So I can tell he's going a bit faster and I'm kind of taking more of a time. So I, like, when you notice that, like, let those dudes go. It's better driving, honestly. In my humble opinion, for a newbie that hasn't been driving that long, I watch all those trucking videos and try to learn, like Riding with Dave and Smart Trucking. I learn a lot from those guys. They have a lot of, you know, I just saw a thing today, and it was put out by Smart Trucking, that by the Bureau of Statistics, trucking is the #1 most dangerous job, which is interesting. I guess I could see that, and with all the crashes and the pileups happening lately, like, I can understand where it's coming from. I can't seem to get in front of this guy. This dude that's all over the road. There's some guys that just don't pay attention and they don't care. They put their ear pods in because they don't want to deal with, you know, people on the road. I'm like the opposite. I want to be in it. I want to be driving, and I want to be aware of everything. I just enjoy that, you know. So 295, I could take this route, which goes through Worcester, but I'm not. Sometimes if the GPS, which I don't have it on because I know this route, but it's good to have on to know if traffic's coming up. But sometimes if it says there's traffic, then I'll take 295 and I could sit on that until it reaches 95 down in Connecticut. But we're gonna stay on 495 until it reaches the Mass Pike, and then we're probably gonna stop and get some coffee at some point. But yeah, there's our friend. He's picking up 295 going through Worcester. I'm gonna get in front of this guy just because he's annoying me. He's all over the road. Just talking to his buddy. Like, I get it. You want to, you know, essentially be distracted because you're driving. I'm like, but you know, if you don't want to drive and you just want to distract yourself by the fact that you're driving, then get another job, you know what I mean? Like, don't stay in this industry. That's why I hear, like, a lot of dudes just get burnt out. This dude, he's keeping his speed up. I wonder if he's gonna pull next to me. Yeah, he's giving some gas. Now he's giving gas, and then he's gonna, you know, ride that dude's butt. Torres Trucking. Yeah, he totally looked at me. Yeah, buddy, I see you. I'll let this guy go. I'm gonna pull behind him. I got space. I'm not sandwiching myself in. It's the trucking life. It's the driver life. See, I'm putting these videos under a channel called Driver Life, or that's what I named it, because I don't want it just to be about trucking or anything. I want to do like other videos, like driving the car. I want to get a maybe even do ride shares on the side and video that. I don't know, we'll see. That dude definitely has some power though, so he wants to have power, let him go, you know. If you're taking your time, let the dude that wants to floor it go. And like I said in the last video, he might be running low on log time, so you can't get upset, you can't get annoyed. You just gotta live and let live. Alright, I'll come back at some point. The best part is, I got another sandwich to eat. And I'm still hungry. And I got my large coffee. This large coffee will last me like the whole day, because I just sip on it. It's like something to do when you're bored. It's like, I don't smoke cigarettes or anything or do anything, but it's the same thing where like people who chain smoke cigarettes, like they need a moment like to just like do that. Like it pulls them away from everything, like that break. It's the same thing with coffee with me. It's like, it's just like I've seen, like I've heard from other truckers, like they chain smoke all day because they're just so bored. It's like, I'm listening to music now, but I'll put a podcast on and I'll sip on some coffee and then I'll just enjoy the road. Alright, so this dude's going at decent speed, so there's no reason for me to fly around him. We're going 70 and this dude's, you know, going 70. But there is a hill coming up. He doesn't have anything on the back of his flatbed, so we will see. I might hop over a lane, because he might technically be going 70, but I mean, he's keeping up. I might just chill here, but a lot of times they'll lose power. About to come up to the next way station. It's around this corner. You'll see the signs for it. Moment of truth. Is it open or closed? I bet you it'll be open. It's open. See, it says not given bypass signal. Some trucks have like a signal and they can tell them keep going, but if you don't get, I don't have that, but if you get that signal, that means you can skip over the way station. So we're pulling in to the way station. Normally you just drive over the scales. Sometimes they have you go around and talk to the police. So we'll see what happens. It's a long line. go 15, and we gotta keep some distance so they can read us properly when we get on the scale. So that's where they would have you come around. So you'll see this is the main scale. If they want you to keep going around, they give you the check mark on the right. If you're good to go, then you go to the left. See, like that dude, he's going around. Let's see what they give us. Alright, I guess we're not going around. We're good. It might be random, it might be every other truck. Because sometimes they do that. It'll be either every other truck or it's just random, or if you're overweight, they're gonna call you over. So we'll see if the truck behind us, the dude in front of us could have been overweight or something might have been wrong. Let's see. He's going around. I think they're doing every other truck, and I happen to luck out. It would have been a good footage though if they had us go around and talk to them. I mean, my heart rate always goes up a bit because you never know with the cops what they're gonna find. If the cops having a bad day and if the cops having a bad day and they want to get you, they'll find something. That's a nice Tesla. Got the big old computer screen. So my rule of thumb with cops is just comply with them. Don't fight. Don't argue. If you believe that they were in the wrong, fight it after. Don't fight during, because you're never gonna win with the police. Yeah, alright. Get some open road now. That's the way station. Pretty easy. It's like a gamble. Are we gonna get called over or are we not? Some days they call everyone over. It doesn't matter. And they check your DOT cards, your medical cards, and they'll check to make sure you're logging everything. Sometimes they'll like check your logs from the last 8 days. And they'll make sure it's like perfect. And if it's not, like, they'll fine you or whatever, you know? That's why it can be stressful, but I've never had any problems, and I always comply. I always work with them. I'm always friendly, and every once in a while you're gonna meet a cop that's having a bad day, and they're just gonna give you a little attitude, and it's just, don't let it go. Let that person be. Live and let live. Keep on keeping on. Don't let it get to your head. Just stay above it. Do what they say. If you don't believe that you were in the wrong, then fight it afterwards. Bring it to court after. But during, it's never gonna work in your favor. But yeah. Alright. Just checking in. You can tell, at least I can tell, we're a bit more south of Boston. Even though we're still like technically in the Northeast, we're in Connecticut. It's a pretty nice view. It's just, whenever you hit these hills, you lose so much power. This dude in England, I've never heard of that company. I'm going 70 right now. Let's see what this dude's looks like. New Tazewell, Tennessee. I got a good footrest right here. 12 miles to I-91. That's where we're going. Oh, the dude eased up. He's not on my butt anymore. Trucking. Need some coffee. Up, let him go. All these, so many flatbeds today. I hear flatbed work's hard work. About to pick up 91. This is an interesting little intersection. These are some sharp turns we gotta slow down for, but we got a hill that allows us to slow down. Haven, New York City. So we're picking up 91. We'll be on there for like 20 something miles, and then we'll pick up 95 and we'll be on there for like 37 miles, and then we'll get off on our exit and we'll be like 10 minutes away. So we gotta move over an exit, or move over a lane. This dude's definitely moving over, that's why he's flying. Maybe he's not. Normally you'll see trucks like that fly because they just want to get in front of people and then they're gonna move over. So he doesn't have a lot of time. Now he's gonna slam on the brakes. It's just like, what was the point of doing that? And not my issue. Live and let live. Like he's right in front of me, and he's probably riding the dude's ass in front of him. Now he's gonna move over the first second, or not, he's gonna floor now. Now he's got it open. We're gonna move over. We're on 65. It's just, you look at that and it's like, the dude looks stupid. I know I've said that like they could be running low on log time, but where did that little maneuver get him? You know what I mean? Where to get him? And this area is dangerous. It's so tight. It'll open up again, but this little like where all these highways meet, it's a busy area. I've been caught in traffic here a bunch of times. Like, look at this truck. Peterbilt. It's got a pretty big wheelbase. That dude must know what he's doing. Yeah, I just watched the video about how large wheelbases, like, they became a thing because trailers got bigger, so it became easier to pull the trailer and control it, but the truck itself became so much harder to maneuver. Rotor. Swift. I've heard some interesting things about Swift. There are some trucks that literally just like to ride right behind other trucks just because it drafts the wind so they can kind of stay with the train, versus if you're on your own, you get all the wind right on you. If you go right behind the truck in front of you, all the wind goes over you. Like race car driving. Like, I don't understand why these two cars, like, that are riding that truck's ass just go around him. I don't know why. Truck. I don't understand people that drive like that. Like, is he gonna ride the next person's ass? What was the point of that? Like, what was the point of that, dude? You're right on my butt, and then you just pull in front of me. That's trucking. They're all on their freaking CVs, probably talking about me. Yo, you see that kid in the freaking up? He's gonna get in the left lane. He can't take it. That dude's probably going 70. It's not fast enough for this guy. Unless he just has his freaking directional on, he doesn't realize it. Now this truck's like, this pickup truck's like, what's this guy doing? See what I mean? It's like, what's going on? It's funny, now this purple truck has someone on his ass. I might slow down and just let these dudes just get a bit in front of me, because when I see stupid driving like that, like, I just try to stay away from that energy, not get involved with it, let them all go. Not to be like a stickler or like, he has this drive, but it's like, aren't you a professional driver? Aren't you aware of everything? Or maybe he's an old veteran that's been doing this for 40 years, and he's just, you know, doesn't care as much. We're already moved over. Ooh, we got traffic. I love how it says keep right and they all move to the left. Yeah, exactly. And you'll have trucks like this, like, I'm gonna get around everyone. It's like, okay, man, even if you do get through it, you know, 2 minutes faster. But it's all the people that gotta just do it last minute. They gotta get, like that car, he's gotta get around everyone. He's gotta floor it. That dude's on his phone. That's road work in Connecticut. They just pop up and it's like, watch out. It's just crazy sometimes. Is that it? I think that's it. Now we're all moving again. Alright, about to pick up 95 South, heading towards New York City. Of course there is. There's IKEA. Come on, dude. You're gonna be a prick. There's the water. Yeah, this final stretch has a lot of bridges and water, which is nice, but it's annoying because it's curvy and it's congested because now we're pulling into like the suburbs. I don't know why the app's not picking up my GoPro, but just to check, it is going. So that's kind of freaking annoying. 1 second it'll be like it shows it, the next second it doesn't. So what'd you do to your car, dude? What happens? Every part of your car is like there's no major damage, it's just dinged everywhere. It's like you don't know how to drive. We're coming close. We probably get another like 15 miles maybe. I have not gone in the left lane this whole time, and I'm just getting to this point where I'm like, I can't sit behind this dude any longer. Nebraska land. Discover the difference. What does that mean? I don't know what that company does. I see their name though. What are they, just logistics or? Yeah, he does not give a fuck. Oh, there's the dude with all the dings in his car. No directional. I mean, what can you expect? There technically aren't any signs saying I can't be in the left lane, and I am passing people, so. Dude, it's a good thing I checked my mirror before I moved to the right last time when that dude was flying up, because I kind of just assumed no one was there, and I was just kind of like, but you never know if someone's gonna fly up, so I checked right before I did it, and get in front of this dude. And that's when I saw a dude with all the things in his car coming up. So yeah, I'm definitely starting to feel a bit fatigued, a bit like when we get there, I'm gonna have to unload, and honestly, like I get excited because it gets me up and gets me out of the truck. Alright, I was just checking to make sure the camera view was good. So we're gonna go over, at some point we're gonna go over one more bridge, and then we'll be like 5 miles away. Like, just get up to 65, mother. I'm still always thinking about the load in the back when I make those maneuvers. I'm not just like whipping the wheel around. Nice, we got the green. We're gonna make a right and another right here. We are in Stamford, Connecticut. Is Stamford University in Stamford? I'm assuming it is. Maybe I'm completely wrong. It's a nice little area though. Up, we got a cigarette smoker. Taking this right. This is also where cars will ride your ass, even though it's super bumpy, super thin, and I'm in a huge truck. If I had a big stack of eggs, I would want to be careful because I could possibly break or knock them over. No one's behind us. That's nice. So freaking bumpy. You can't go if you're in a truck or a commercial vehicle, you can't take the parkways in Connecticut or New York. Where's this dude gonna go? Bro. Alright. There's a van there. I'm gonna have to wait a sec. Just wait for this dude to go. Doc. What's up?
Are you gonna move it back after I move it out of the way?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, but take your time.
You want to park it over here right now, or?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll wait till you back up. I'll pull forward. Wait till you back up. I'll pull forward.
That works, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. I mean, you can. All right, that's nice. That's nice of him. Let's see. We're gonna have to do this. Have to maneuver it a bit. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, we can do that. Quite the maneuver. We're close to that car. Clear the van. Thanks. All right. Thanks. Right, we're gonna go until we hit the wall, very slowly. There it is. Alright, I think we're gonna call the video there. We're just doing the same thing on the way back. So, thanks for watching if you watched this long, and subscribe if you want to see more. Have a good one.